Oh yeah, it's toasty. Came out. This is tarnish resistant silver in the new kiln. Tiles, you've seen those before. Gotta have tiles. Well, I mean 2 out of 3 is still passing. Should have brought the tweezers out here. Hopefully it was hot enough for the other set too. Come on. I'm try to knock off some of that. Oh well, guess it's fill the bucket with it. It wasn't that hot apparently. Hopefully this one came out, or at least part of it. Oh, looks like got everything out of here. There only wasn't much in there. Okay, now to the bucket with this one. Guess they cooled down in the sand already. So here's the new propane kiln. It's just cooling down now. This melts it a lot faster. You can see all that white on that graphite rod there. That's zinc oxide. This is tarnish resistant silver. It's still sterling standard, but it's in a 7.5% zinc instead of copper. Zinc makes silver tarnish resistant. Well, there'll be more for me in the future.
Okay, so here's the finished coins. I've already cut them out, as you can see. The detail looks really good. The tarnish resistant silver gives a kind of like a frosted appearance to it at first, but it polishes up and gives a nice shine with just a steel wire brush. This is the most detailed one I've ever done. The original was carved about 2 or 3 inches in diameter of a big disc, and I had to shrink it down with some special polymer. And then I used that shrunken version to make a mold, and silicone rubber. Then I poured a plastic one and used that to make the sand mold, to make this. This one you can see I've polished up with the wire brush. Notice on the castings you saw this here. The metal flows in, it goes down, but then it goes around this bend here and back around. That's something I came up with by looking at the piping underneath the bathroom sink. what that's supposed to do is allow the metal to flow in, but it slows the flow down because it has to turn here and rise back up. It also gives the slag or oxides or any other debris, including tiny grains of sand washed from the top, time to settle out towards the top instead of being forced down into the coins or whatever else I'm casting that day. Since the flow is slow enough with this, you don't have to worry about sand getting washed into the castings. That's allowed me to do very high detail work like this. That almost looks as good as lost wax casting, but that's actually just sand cast. Another feature that's allowed me to make these this detailed without any roughness to them is the fact that I've switched from using flour as the parting agent to graphite powder, which does not burn, so will not leave this rough texture to the finished castings, since the graphite's basically impervious to heat.